This is BayAreaSportsWeekly.com San Francisco Giants report from Momo's across the street from AT&T Park in downtown San Francisco between 2nd and King Streets. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis, and on Saturday afternoon, in the third game of a four-game series here at AT&T Park, your San Francisco Giants dropped a 7-3 decision to the Atlanta Braves. And here are the final totals of the ball game for the Braves: 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for your San Francisco Giants. 3 runs on 5 hits with 2 errors. The winning pitcher goes to Mike Minor, who picks up his 7th win of the season. He gets his 7th win of the season. The losing pitcher, Madison Bumgarner, and there was no saving the ball game. The home run was hit by the Atlanta Braves was Jason Hayward. He got his 23rd home run of the season after having a horrible sophomore season in 2011. Hayward is swinging a hot bat, and he's bouncing back in a great way, contributing for the Braves. And he's going to be their big bat if the Braves are going to make a run at the playoffs, who have control of the first of the 2 wild card positions. He's going to be a big key for Atlanta. Madison Bumgarner's numbers was not that impressive. 6 innings pitched, giving up 4 earned runs, 7 hits, 4 strikeouts. The big blow was 5 walks in the game, and he has not been giving up that many walks, and a very disappointing performance for Madison Bumgarner. And then it just was not one of his days. And the Giants also commit 2 errors, and that's also was a factor in the Giants' 7-3 loss. And the Giants remain in first place. They will be 2.5 games as we're doing the taping. The Giants and the Braves will go ahead for the final game of a 4-game set, as we have it will be Tim Lincecum versus Tim Hudson, the former Oakland A, and first pitch will be at 5:05 to accommodate for ESPN coverage of Sunday Night Baseball. That'll be coming up, but the big news of the day is the Dodgers acquiring that 7-player trade. They get Adrian Gonzalez, Carl Crawford, and they get and we also get also in that trade we also have and we got a Brave fan. And what are your thoughts of? Do you think the Braves, the big key for Jason Hayward would be the key if they're going to have a chance to maintain that wild card spot?
We keep swinging that hot bat. There's nothing we can't do, but just got to keep playing, keep swinging that hot bat, and we're good to go.
Well, what was the? I mean, he had a sophomore slump last year, and that was and he just turned it on.
Well, I think last year he was kind of injured, and he had the sore shoulder, so he struggled for a while. But now that he's fully healthy, he's showing what he can do.
All right, thank you. And I think the key is they got one of the best bullpens. And another statistical Professor B's factoids: the Braves are 46-0 when leading after 6 innings. That's just unbelievable.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
And you got Craig Kimbrell, their closer. That's the difference right there.
Craig Kimbrell, he's the man right now, and then him and Aroldis Chapman. There's no other better closers in baseball right now.
And both of those 2 closers right now, they're in the hunt for the National Cy Young Award candidates.
I hope they actually put them in the running, but it'd probably go to a 9-inning pitcher, but I feel like they should be in there.
And finally, what are your thoughts about that big blockbuster trade, the Dodgers and that 7-player deal? This is one of the more controversial trades in recent memory. I think I can remember when Jose Canseco at the Oakland Coliseum 20 years ago, back in 1992, was on deck. He gets dealt to the Texas Rangers for Bobby Witt, Ruben Sierra, who was an All-Star, and another former All-Star, their closer, Jeff Russell, to be the back end of that bullpen to set up for Dennis Eckersley, and then David Cone getting dealt from the Toronto Blue Jays for a second baseman then known protege name of Jeff Kent, who later had some great. He did pretty good with the Mets, but he did pretty good, had some great numbers with the San Francisco Giants.
I feel like it better work out this year. If not, they're taking out a lot of money on the salary. If it doesn't work this year, it's going to triple over the next few years. So they hope it works this year. If not, that's a tough amount of salary to take on.
And I think for Boston, they're kind of going through a rebuilding because they really never fully recovered from that monumental collapse. One stretch they had American League's best record in the American League, and then they were in the wild card, and everything just fell apart. And I think it just kind of had to carry over to this year.
Oh, definitely. They definitely taken last year's players and everything. Like, okay, we didn't win last year, and we're not winning this year, so maybe we'll start over.
And I think, I think they never was the same. I don't think I think a lot of people in Boston, they miss Terry Francona.
Yeah, I agree.
Him being used as a scapegoat, but I think the players have to be held to responsibility, accountability for their actions for what will happen. We don't want to get the full detail, but it is what it is, and you know, the Red Sox, they got some work to do to get back on the top. Thanks.
I agree. Thank you, man.
Okay, that's the Atlanta Braves fan. So there you go. The Giants drop a 7-3 game. They'll the final game of a 4-game series on Sunday night. Reminder for those of you who have tickets, it says printed 105 for Sunday's game. That has been switched to a 5:05 game to accommodate for ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. Giants versus the Braves for the final game of a 4-game series. The Giants have won. They are 4-2 against Atlanta this season, and they've won 4 of the first 6. They've won. If you add those 2, they end up winning the 2 here, and they won the 2. So right now they're 4-2 against Atlanta. They got a good chance. Would have pretty much assured themselves of winning the season series. They could do no worse than 4-3, but a win over the Braves on Sunday night, 5-2, would be better than 4-3. It'll be Tim Lincecum against Tim Hudson, the former Oakland A. First pitch will be at 5:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Reporting from Momo's here in downtown San Francisco, across the street from AT&T Park between 2nd and King Streets. The Giants losers to the Braves by a score of 7-2. This is BayAreaSportsWeekly.com, your 24-hour news service 7 days a week, 365 days a year. The innovator will bring you the best sports news in the Bay Area.